steps of the Iron Bank of Schmavos, and you enter. You walk up to a teller and roll an intelligence saving throw.
Unnatural 20.
You fail, and
Man, that teller is intelligent.
no, it just takes they're super dumb, and you're too. It just takes 20 hours, and you're late for your podcast. Welcome to Threshold Sunlight, our D&D 5e podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your dungeon master for this adventure.
My name is Tom. I'll be playing Octavius Sabellum, and I was stuck at the bank today for 2 hours.
But it's okay, because he loves the bank.
I hate the bank.
He loves the bank. My name is Mitch, and I'll be playing Amere Filbert, and I've been waiting for Bank Tom.
Bank Tom. So, last time we set off from Kuru into the desert, and the pair of you are headed towards a marked location on your map. Before we jump into that, I actually want to introduce a new mechanic into our game, a seventh statistic that I'm going to call luck. Just because of the nature of our campaign, I want to give you guys some agency over random occurrences in the world. So right now I need both of you to roll a d20.
That is a 9.
I got a 12.
How anticlimactic. So both of you have a permanent +0 to your luck statistic.
I don't want no favors.
So that's just a modifier. We're not doing this like a traditional, strength or dex or whatever. You just have a +0 as your modifier. That'll be used for luck saving throws, which I will call for typically during instances where I would roll a D100 to determine an outcome. I just want to give you guys the power over the fates of your characters.
So are we just rolling D20s +0?
Yeah,
Easy
so
enough.
your luck saves will just be a straight D20. Maybe we'll have some mechanics to change your luck in the future. I'm not sure.
Octavius immediately kills all the rabbits he can find and starts hoarding their feet.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You begin to smell awful.
Also, I don't think...
People are terrified of it.
I would like to be Octavius the rabbit foot hoarder.
Oh, man. That's a harrowing image. Huh? All right. So let's go back to the desert, the Nolway Desert, just north of Kuru, the pair of you trudging along. The travel has been relatively easy so far as you make your way further and further from the city. It's getting a little bit tougher, though, and I need now for the pair of you to describe how you managed to tough through the ravages of the Nolway Desert.
So we're in the Nolway Desert. It's hot, I'm assuming, right?
Hot, it's dry, the sun is just straight overhead beating down on you. Well, wait, no, I'm sorry. That is totally inaccurate. Well, let's say that you've taken a long rest at some point because you set off after the dinner.
Yeah.
Which was assumedly at night because this is how normal people function. So maybe you've taken a long rest. This is the next day. The sun is beating down overhead. It's dry. It's hot. And you're starting to actually feel it. The closer you were to the city, the less and less you felt it, but you're moving pretty far away now, so...
What do you do? Is there any water marked on our map?
Maybe there's an oasis or two. Okay, so that's good. Anything else that you might do to...
Amir's throat is very dry, not only because of the heat, but as they are going... He is trying to sing of their exploits.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to give you actually disadvantage anytime you cast a spell using song until you fix that problem.
Octavius, we shall find the oasis.
Oh, man. Great.
spectacular verse. Amere.
Give me a deception check.
That's a crit probably. I assume we have canteens. They're full.
They were full when you started, yeah.
Octavius is drinking it. He's not really he's not too worried about it. He's splashing some on his head. He offers some to Amere, splashes some on Amir's head.
Okay.
He's being pretty liberal with his use of water.
Okay. So for your trek across the Nolway Desert, just to avoid having to spend like hours on this every time that you make a journey, give me a con save, the both of you.
Oh no.
15.
I can't get advantage for any reason, right?
No.
That is a 3.
Oh.
Okay.
So Octavius was trying to be all like strong. He's walking fast. He's splashing water. He's like, I'm used to deserts.
What about you, Amir?
I got a 15 for my con save.
Okay.
He's still mainly focused on singing, but if a 15 passes, not much else is phasing him.
Okay. The 15 succeeds. The 3 obviously fails. So give me a luck save. Let's throw this out there right now because the penalty for that is going to be pretty steep if you fail.
Ooh, 18.
Oh, you barely pass. The luck saves, just so you guys know, are going to be extremely high DCs because you shouldn't get lucky very often. So instead of you managed to shake off what you feel like would be an entire level of exhaustion, but you take solace in the fact that your hardy, adventuring partner next to you is keeping strong and fighting the good fight, trying to sing on as he treks next to you. You make it all the way to this temple, and you make it to the marking on your map, and you see that it is in fact a temple that has been sort of buried in sand. The dunes have shifted and sort of engulfed most of the sides. There's something of a path that leads straight down into an opening at the front. Aside from that, you can't really tell too much about this temple.
Okay, we enter the temple brazenly.
Okay, you sort of like surf down this dune of sand to the opening of this temple. Both of you need to give me a dexterity acrobatics check.
Man.
Ooh. 20.
Acrobatics 7.
Acrobatics 7, and what was that, Amir?
20.
Okay, so you, Octavius, stumble. You catch a rock on your way down, and you trip, and you kind of go face first like a skeleton at the Olympics or whatever, but on sand.
Can I try to do like the cat thing where I try to make it look like I meant to fall this way?
Okay, give me a performance check just to see if you look ridiculous.
So 10.
You look ridiculous. Amir, on the other hand, you look like you've done this before. You maybe have gone dune surfing in the past. You come all the way down, and you do a little front flip at the end and land on your feet at the doorway to this big temple, the doors of which have been destroyed and blown open. Sand is sort of collecting in this little lobby area in front of you, and the only thing you can see is a doorway. So you've entered this lobby area, and in front of you there is a doorway. This one is not destroyed, though.
Can I just look? All I see is a doorway. Do I have to make any rolls to like look around, inspect the lobby, see if there's any?
The lobby appears to be very eroded. The sand and time have worn down statues to indiscernible nubs of what they used to be. Any inscriptions in the floor have been worn away. There's really not much going on in the room that you're in. It must have been something at some point, but that has long lost meaning over time.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Amere, it looks perfectly safe. Open the door.
Amere is just gonna say, "Man, what a dreary place. Not expected what I'd be right here. You know what I mean?" And then he's gonna open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you see beyond there is a large chamber. It's roughly 50 feet across in both dimensions. In front of you, there are a series of stone platforms that cross a wide chasm. So roughly, we'll say 40 feet of this room is just an open pit. And there are these stone platforms kind of dotted along it, looking similar, I guess, to the second puzzle from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
But don't know what that is.
Oh, really? Well, he stands. He has to spell out Jehovah, I think, or something in Hebrew, on like stone tablets, and if he spells the wrong thing, he falls to his death. This is sort of like that, but instead of having fake stone tablets, it's just open air.
Okay, so this is actually the ground. So we're looking at a chasm with dotted platforms.
Yes.
Are the platforms floating, or are they pillars?
You can't tell.
Okay.
I said pit, but that is meant to be understood as darkness. You cannot see below the level that you're on.
Is there a rock around?
What kind?
Just a pebble.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is
a sizable rock, like a.
You go back into the other room and you can find a rock easily.
I'm just gonna toss it down the chasm and see if I can hear it hit. Or see if
give me a perception check.
Right. Man, I'm not rolling. Oh wait, perception. I have a huge bonus on, I think. Nope, I don't. 14.
Unfortunately, you're not entirely sure. It hit something. It doesn't sound like stone. You're not exactly sure how deep it could have gone. Do you want to... No, we already did a luck save. We don't need to do a luck save for this one. Okay, so you're not entirely sure. It could be 30 feet. It could be 300 feet.
Okay. So... We're standing at the we there's no way to get across, right? It's just how far across until the next platform?
The platforms look like they might be spaced in a manner that you could make it across if you were especially dexterous.
I see.
Or athletic. It doesn't look easy. Let me put it that way.
Any ideas, Amere? This is we've been through a lot, but I don't want to fall to my death.
Well, it seems to reason that we must cross the platforms. And Amir's going to try to jump to the first platform.
Before you do this, I should say this is my fault as a DM. I should have been paying better attention. You said you were looking around for a rock, yes?
Yes.
So while you were searching for a rock, you probably noticed that you were standing on top of an ornate circle of stone, sort of as like a platform. It looks like definitely the starting point to this whatever room this might be. And in the stone on the floor, someone has engraved the words, "Zhao is blind to normality." Is it Zhao or Zhao?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's go with Zhao.
Zhao.
Yeah.
I think it's Zsa Zsa Gabor.
I think it's Jin Shao of League of
Jin
Legends.
Shao.
Okay.
He's the greatest League of Legends champion, let me just say.
Can I make like a Arcana, some sort of check to see if Octavius knows anything about this or can discern something about this? Because Tom's struggling.
Why don't you make the check, and you tell me what kind of check you're making, and I'll tell you if you get anything useful from it.
As this is happening, I'm assuming Amere is just backing up.
Oh, you're winding
is just thinking about this charm
Great.
on the bottom.
Okay, so are you going to try to jump while he's thinking?
Making an Arcana check. The Arcana check is 18. I'm just kind of running my finger across this, going like, not really sure what this means.
And then I will jump.
Okay. Give me. You can either use acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Okay, that is a 18.
18. Yeah, you make the first jump.
And so I'm reading it, I'm like, oh my goodness.
With the 18 Arcana check, you don't actually get anything. You feel divine magic, but not any sort of traditional schools of magic that you might be more used to.
Amere, do you know, or Mitch, do you know if Amere has rope?
Yeah, we didn't talk about what you guys started with, but I think all of the standard starting packs come with 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think we both have. Or if we didn't, we probably acquired rope at some point.
Yeah, the Sandstone Guild has almost certainly outfitted you with a dungeoneering kit each. So
okay.
50 feet of hempen rope, no problem.
I said, Amere, excellent. Throw me a rope.
Yeah, Amir takes out a rope and he tosses it to Octavius.
Okay. We'll say that you don't necessarily succeed the first time, but you manage to get the rope all the way over there, just because Octavius isn't necessarily the most athletic person. You grab the rope. You're standing on the platform. Amir is standing across from you on another platform. What are you doing now?
Amir is going to take his long sword out, and he's going to stab it into the platform. And he's going to be, now, Octavius.
Oh, so you're trying to pierce the ground?
He's putting his sword into the platform, and he's tying the rope around himself.
Okay. I will give you advantage on your athletics check, or your acrobatics check, whichever one you choose, Octavius.
Okay. We'll do acrobatics with a 15.
Yeah, just barely. You jump across. You catch the edge, and thankfully with the rope. Did you tie that around your waist? Did you say, or did you just hold it in your hand?
I was gonna tie it around my wrist and give my best effort to jump, and if things looked bad, kind of just holding my total weight onto the rope. It just
That's sort of what happened. I mean, you make it to the edge of the thing, you grab on, and then Amir uses the rope to pull you up.
Yeah.
So now the two of you standing on maybe a 6-7 foot wide platform. It is not a big space, and you're surrounded by this open pit.
Amir, I don't know if we're doing this the best way we could be.
What other way is that?
I'm going to try something, Amir. You better hold onto this rope very tight.
Are you haven't explained to him the words that you saw on the ground, have you?
No.
Okay. What are you going to try to do here?
So is there another platform we are trying to get to? I assume.
It's up to you. You're aiming at one?
The nearest platform, I'm going to close my eyes and just walk toward it.
Okay.
And I'm just walking at a normal pace and pretending like I'm just going to feel standard ground. If I don't, I'm going to fall and hope Amir catches me.
Amir, what are you doing?
I'm holding the rope.
Okay.
Amir, don't let me fall.
Are you shielding yourself? Because it kind of sounded like he was doing something dangerous. What are you doing? Are you watching him or?
Yeah, I'm watching him. I really don't understand what's going on.
Okay. I will say that you managed to walk across this chasm.
I walk on just thin air?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
You make your way over to the other platform. A large part of me wants to make you fail because Amir is watching you, but you succeed. You walk across to the other platform soundly, safely, easily.
Okay. So I get across. He can hear me, I assume, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say
The light is actually getting dimmer the further away you move from the opening to this room, so at some point you will probably need to light a torch, since you are not actually a half-elf. Spoilers.
Thanks for reminding me.
Do half-elves even get dark vision, or is it just full elves?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I didn't read the
They
half-elf.
get, like dim light vision.
Oh yeah, they get... I'll look it up at some point. But Octavius is going to say, Amere, I'll secure the rope. Walk across and close your eyes. And Octavius is going to close his eyes too. He's not going to watch. He's just going to hold tight on the rope. Yeah.
Okay.
Amir blindly does so. He closes his eyes, puts out his arms, and tries to walk forward.
Okay. You walk over to this other platform. There's maybe a few more platforms you'd have to make your way across to get to the other side. Are you doing anything different for these other ones?
On this platform, I'm actually going to say, like, Amir, because I've been traveling in the sun so much, my elven dark vision isn't working correctly. Please, do you have anything you want lit?
Yeah, Amir pulls out a torch and he's like, I think that's what this thing does.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're just gonna light a torch? Okay.
Yeah.
I was getting ruby dust together, and I'm like, oh, that is...
Do you have ruby dust?
No, I don't. I was...
That's on your list. You don't have it yet.
They haven't acquired my ruby dust for me yet. Yes, that will work a lot better, Amir.
Great. You light a torch.
Okay. So, and then I'm just gonna tell Amir, it appears the gods themselves have learned of our heroism and are guiding us through this pit that would kill lesser beings. And again, close my eyes and just walk, and I'm getting more and more confident every time.
Okay. Are you guys gonna do this all the way over, or are you gonna change up your strategy at all?
Amir has not opened his eyes yet. That conversation was entirely...
Oh, you
he
pulled
was,
out
like,
a
fishing
torch?
around in his...
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to say you've set fire to your loot now, but that would just be mean. I'm sorry, you're Rebecca. Great.
Oh, no.
You've got your torch in hand. You are both walking across, closing your eyes. You make your way across to the other side of this room, and feet on ground, solid earth. Well, I guess solid sandstone temple floor, and you have a sense of pride and satisfaction that you've defeated my pit trap puzzle.
Amir, it is clear that we are the greatest heroes of the time. Any other being would have fallen right into that pit.
Amir, it is clear that we are here and do not fear. I don't know. You said Amir, it is clear, and it struck me.
Your verse seems to be rubbing off on me, Amir.
You stand in this room with the doorway behind you. Well, I guess in front of you, and the awful pit trap behind you.
I walk right in. I have my eyes closed. I'm really confident, and I walk like right into the wall.
Okay, great.
I forgot that we might finish at some point. I'm like, oh. Amir, we've made it.
What?
We've succeeded. I bet you we are into the richest part of the temple, and we will discover everything we need past this door.
If you both have opened your eyes, then at this point, you see just another doorway in front of you.
Amir, please open. This door seems safe. Please open it.
You are a dick.
Oh, right away.
I'll hold the torch, as it might be dangerous.
Okay.
I give him the torch and I open the door.
One day Amir's gonna burst into flame when he opens the door, and I'm gonna be like, "You're so heroic."
Someday, maybe. Now I have to consider this when I'm creating my my traps and whatnot.
Oh man.
You open the door and see on the other side a very long hallway with another door on the other side.
Octavius is saying he's a little nervous. It's dark down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna say
the light of the torch reaches barely to the other side. In dim light, you can see another doorway.
Do I have? Yeah, he's gonna cast thaumaturgy on himself.
Okay.
And he's gonna say,
"Have you both walked into this room yet?"
Amere has.
Okay.
Oh, Amere has.
Okay.
Yes. He opened the door and he walked in.
Okay.
Octavius will also walk in then before he screams.
Okay. As you enter the hallway, as you cross the threshold,
Whoa, plug!
Oh.
Check us out on iTunes.
Oh.
If you guys haven't heard, this is a podcast that we're doing right now.
A giant ball of sunlight appears from the sky.
Whoa.
Threshold sunlight. Okay, let's go.
A large stone slab actually slams down behind you, blocking the doorway from which you've just entered.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. What? Octavius is then going to cast. He's a little nervous. He's going to cast thaumaturgy and he's going to be like, "Hello,
Hello.
Hello.
Creatures.
Creatures.
Hello. Creatures.
Fear us.
Fear us. Fear us.
We come to raise this temple and
You get the idea.
yeah, that kind of thing."
I was talking about the echoes.
You
You can continue talking.
Yeah. Fear us. We have come to raise this temple and take its goods for the rightful owners of the king of Kuru. And he's trying to be really like scare any creatures out of the way.
Okay. You maybe hear some rats skittering about.
And he's gonna go, Amere, I have taken care of any monsters that might attack us. Please lead the way. And he's gonna hand him the torch. I magically imbued my voice. They should be all running scared if there was anything of danger at all.
Amere isn't going to accept the torch. Instead, he's going to take out his rebec.
Oh, baby.
He is so moved by this thaumaturgy that he is just going to strum it and start singing. Octavius the feared, he'll raid your home. So begone, monsters. Well,
That's so
and
great.
leave us alone, Octavius the feared.
That
Not
kind of
with a beard.
You can have a point of inspiration for that if you'd like.
sounded like hide your wife, hide your kids. The threshold version.
I also would like to give Octavius a point of inspiration for being a douche, because that's just what your character would do, making him go first.
Yes, quite. I am, to each according to his class. So
I didn't know you picked douche class.
Oh,
yeah, I am a level 5 douche.
You're a level 20 douche. Let's be real.
Oh, sweet! I get some.
You multi-class.
Man, I get some crazy bonuses from that. I get to wear
crazy bonuses, but also like insanely.
It says I'm covered in Axe body spray at all times.
Wow.
That's cool.
Shout out to our new sponsor, Unilever.
Are you just singing and not going forward?
Oh no, he's going forward. He just doesn't have the torch.
Okay. So Octavius is kind of like, fine, I will carry the light. And then we both walk. We strut forward.
Okay.
Warrior of the light, show us your might.
You walk forward through this hallway towards this other doorway.
Wait, do I get inspiration? Have you given me an inspiration dice with all this singing?
Oh, I don't know about that. I can't.
Mitch, are you actually
Bardic
inspired?
inspiration?
Okay.
Which, by the way, Flare knowledge you can use on your attack rolls.
You mean my damage?
Damage or attack or both.
Damage or attack.
Okay.
You can use it always on attack. You have to be a special bard to use it on damage. But
I am a special bard.
Special bard.
A valorous
My brand.
one. My brand.
So
we're never gonna get through this temple.
That's fine. You are both walking down this hallway. How long do you do this for?
until we see a doorway, a passage, anything of note.
You can see the doorway the whole time. It's on the other
doorway
side
at the
of
end?
this room. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're heading straight for that.
Okay. And how long do you walk towards it?
I see. So it's not. It appears like we're not getting closer to it.
How long do you walk towards it?
I'd say a half hour. I'm confident.
You walk for a half hour down this hallway.
Amere is super confident.
I'm
and he's singing
I'm
the
like
entire time.
really into the song, and then after like a half hour, I'm like, have we been walking for a half hour?
Yeah. You don't actually ever make it any closer to this door.
Which, by the way, your bardic inspiration is not there anymore.
Oh no! If you stopped at this point and you look to see how far you've come, you are still at the door you entered from.
So I've stopped and I'm like, stop singing, and that's when my inspiration goes away. Like, we've been walking for a half hour. We appear to be where we started. So now I'm going to inspect. Is there any inscription or anything I can see of any kind around?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 19.
With a 19, you see on the ceiling above you, the word toil is written, inscribed into the stone. With the 19, you see on the ceiling, adjacent to the other door, you see the word meaningless carved into the stone.
Toil and meaningless. Amere, there appear to be inscriptions on the ceilings. They read toil, which is a fancy word for work, and meaningless. People who aren't us.
You gotta go to the temple for Grandpa, Morty. You are basically just Rick. Oh, that's so great.
So I explained to Amere what's going on, and have no idea what to do.
Do either of you want to give me an intelligence check, just a flat intelligence check, to see if you do know what to do?
Oh man, that's high. I gotta look at my modifier. Flat intelligence?
Yeah, just a
23.
Yeah. You see the words, and you think that they might be some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay. So, struck with this, Octavius is gonna sit down and, start eating some rations. And say, let's take a break, Amere.
Do you join him, Amere?
Amere joins him, and he takes out his Rebecca.
Okay.
There's no point, and toil seems to be meaningless. We should just relax, and I'm sure the answer of how we get there will come to me if we just stop working at it.
How long do you rest for?
What is a short rest? Is it a half hour or an hour?
1 hour.
Yeah, I'd say we'd probably try an hour.
Okay.
I don't know if that's any benefit to either of us mechanically, but whatever.
You can you can roll any hit dice. You regain short rest abilities.
Yeah, I don't think I have short rest abilities.
Hey, I get my bardic inspiration back.
Nice.
Oh.
Quality. Eating rations in a vigorous fashion.
So you're eating and you're playing music, the pair of you?
I'm eating a little bit, and then I've just taken out a book, paging through a book.
Okay. Great. So you spend a short rest doing that, and at the end of the hour, you see the door on the opposite side swings open slowly. But standing in the doorway is the silhouette of a humanoid figure, which begins to walk slowly towards you. Roll initiative.
I think it's a 14.
16.
14.
Okay. Amere, you are going first. Standing roughly, we'll say, 40 feet from you on the other side of this hallway is this humanoid figure.
The shadowy figure lurks towards us, almost certainly abhors us, and he's going to bardic inspiration Octavius, and he's gonna take out his longsword. He's readying up.
Man, okay. we got to talk about the inspiration situation because I would like to be able to give more inspiration for really well done things. But we'll talk about that after the show. You take out your longsword. You've cast bardic inspiration. Are you doing anything else on your turn? How long did you? How long did you maybe wait before you did this? Did you let this thing walk towards you at all, or did you?
I'm assuming Amere sees it first. If we're like sitting down and he sees the shadowy figure come up, and then he just stands up and takes out his sword. He's gonna ready an action specifically if it tries to attack Octavius.
Okay, only if it attacks Octavius. Interesting.
Yes, that is the trick.
Okay, Octavius, you're next.
Octavius is gonna say he's heard the song about the shadowy figure. He turns around to look at it and goes, "Amere, I'm sure it means us no harm. We're great heroes." And he's gonna go back to reading. He's gonna just skip his turn completely.
Okay. In that case, then this humanoid figure shambles towards you. Which of you is closer to it?
I think I am.
Okay.
Because I'm like sitting with my
with
back
your back
toward
turned.
it,
You would, that makes sense.
I looked over at it, and Amir's got his.
Okay, great. So this thing shambles over towards you. As it gets closer, you see that it is some sort of rotting corpse covered in bandages and other sorts of preservation things, trinkets from maybe a past life or something, pinned to the shoulder on a decaying tunic. You actually see... oh, crap, I never mentioned this. So when you went into the Sandstone Guild originally, hanging above the door was their sigil, which was a magnificent, like a really beautiful sapphire set into a sandstone slab. That one being real. This creature bears the same sigil, obviously less large, on its lapel. And as it shambles towards you, Octavius, it is going to... You're not looking at it?
No, I totally just turned my head away from it.
Oh, well, bummer. Okay, well then in that case, it's just going to...
Amir's looking at it, I think.
Yeah, it's hungry for you. It's going to raise both of its fists and sort of slam them down on you for a 21 versus AC.
Definitely going to hit, but doesn't it... If it starts to attack me, doesn't it get smacked by Amere?
Yeah, we'll say you can interrupt it with your readied action. It looks like he's going to hit him.
I got a 19 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Octavius is so jealous of your sword play. I don't know. Stupid bards.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, great. You cut into it.
So actually, if that was how... my head would probably whip around a little bit.
Okay.
If he's going to attack me and I see Amere swing at him, I'm going to be like, whoa! Just turn my head.
Okay, well then in that case, it swings at you for 10 bludgeoning damage as it swings its horrible fisted arms down on you. And that takes us back to the top with Amere.
So I just got 10 damage dealt to me?
Yeah, 10 damage.
So it hit me and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I'm just getting up, scrambling to my feet, ready to kill this thing.
Okay. Amere.
Amere is going to... he looks pretty pissed now, and he's going to extend his hands, and he's going to say, "Vile creature, be gone!" And he's going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. Also, with the long rest, I did not mention this, your disadvantage has disappeared.
Sweet.
Thunder Wave is an interesting spell. You're going to need to make a saving throw, Octavius.
That one.
That's not good.
So I'm scrambling to my feet and just boom.
6 for the creature.
Yeah, neither of those pass.
Well, at least there's some positive to the situation.
I'm fine. I'm great. Is there 15 foot for me to go, or am I slamming into a door?
There's 15.
Oh, I'm going with it. aren't I?
You'll probably be blown in opposite directions, just because you get pushed away from the center, which I will say is Amere.
Okay.
Who just swung a sword in between you.
Okay. That is 13 thunder damage, or sound damage, and a 10-foot push.
So, whatever happens to Octavius, slams into a wall or whatever, he's going to start to bleed. Or cough up blood or something.
The creature is thrown back 10 feet from this blast of sound. It lets out a harrowing... Rest! And it lands prone on the ground. That brings us to Octavius. It's your turn.
So I've just been thrown too. Do I need to use movement to get up or?
No, I don't think you. Well, give me an acrobatics saving throw. Dexterity saving throw. Acrobatics
18.
saving throw is not a thing. You land on your feet.
So I'm kind of used to. I've been traveling with Amere a lot, so I kind of expected it. I am going to use something I don't usually use. I'm going to channel divinity.
Oh, baby. Okay, so you're going to have to describe this because this involves me, doesn't it?
No. This is this is like a daily or whatever. It's 1 use per long rest, and I'm turning the undead.
Oh, okay.
So I need to get within 30 feet of it.
You're in 30 feet of it.
I'm gonna set my book down, and I'm gonna say, Piro does not want you here, and red light's gonna flash up out of the book, and it has to make a wisdom save, and the CR is probably 14.
DC?
Yeah.
It rolled a 12.
Yep. So it cannot willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It can't make reactions, and for its action, it can only dash away from me.
Oh, okay.
If there's nowhere for it to move, it just takes a dodge action.
Forever?
For how long? 1 minute, or until it gets hurt.
Okay.
So it's just trying to run away from me. So that's like 6 rounds, I think, mechanically.
6 seconds. Should be 10 rounds.
10 rounds. I'm good at math.
What's
but we're
your
probably gonna
intelligence modifier?
Whoa, got me.
That is then going to take us to the creature's turn, who's going to get up and... So does it have to move as far away from you, or it just has to be 30 feet away from you at all times?
For its action, it can only make the dash action or attempt to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere for it to move, it can use a dodge action.
All right, it's going to run as far away from you, back to the other door as possible.
Okay.
The other door has, in fact, slammed shut, though, so it can't go beyond that. And then it ends its turn, I guess.
I may have broken this.
And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Amere.
All right, so Amere is going to turn to Octavius, and he's going to laugh, and he's going to say, "Did you see that?" And then he's going to use his feet as an actor to attempt to mimic the speech of a person or sound made by another creature. He's like, it was all like, "Ah, rest," and then it just ran away like a little...
Oh, man. Are you casting vicious mockery, or are you just being cruel?
That's just being cruel.
Oh, that's so great.
And then he's going to look at Octavius, and he's like, seriously, though, we need to heal that. And he's going to cast Healing Wounds on Octavius.
Okay. So what does that entail?
Healing Word is what I meant.
1d4 plus your spell casting. A modifier.
Okay, so I'll cast it on you and be like, heal those wounds and something. And
we explore these tombs.
Oh,
ooh, very nice.
There we go.
And he's like, you have been paying attention, and he's going to cure you for 6.
I'm bleeding. You healed
great.
me for 6?
Yeah.
Okay. The blood goes away. However, wound's shut, and I'm feeling great.
Octavius,
is it my turn?
Your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna Sacred Flame it, which has a range of 60 foot. So can I get in range?
Yeah, you can do it from where you're standing.
So the book's I'm gonna Brook Shield's gonna flap open, and out of one of the pages.
I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite things.
The book shield is gonna open, and out of one of the pages, there's gonna shoot out what kind of looks like fire. Radiant fire is gonna shoot out in a beam, and he has to take a dexterity save.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him disadvantage. I'm gonna throw my dice on the floor.
Well, he's really disadvantaged.
14 for the dex save.
Oh no, that makes it.
That makes it.
So I just miss.
You just miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cantrips are mean.
Yeah, that's brutal. Octavius, your turn.
You mean Amere?
Yeah, but actually instead...
I'll go again!
The creature. The creature's turn. It's going to, since you suck, it's going to continue standing in the other side of the room, and it will take the dodge action. And then it's now time for Amere.
Clerics are good against undead.
Yeah, but this thing, it looks at you after you miss, and it does a teabagging motion and says, "Get good, scrub." No.
Don't make Amere mock you again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was all like, "Ah!"
Oh, I kind of want to make him take some fire damage for that burn, but... Amere, your turn.
He's gonna run up to it. Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, you guys are both like 40 feet from it where you're standing.
Okay. Well, can he melee it? Because I only have a move speed of 30 feet.
Oh, I see. No, you probably couldn't reach him at that point. He had to take a dash action away.
Okay.
You can dash at him.
Are you still
He's
holding
not
your...
doing it.
You guys still have the torch lit?
Yeah.
Just curious.
I was holding it, and I got knocked pretty... Well, no.
So it's probably just on the ground somewhere, smoldering. Okay.
But I think if we rested, I would have, like, secured it somewhere so I could read.
Okay.
I just didn't
so
say
it's,
that.
it's maybe in... what's the term for those things?
Actually, wait. Thunderwave
would have extinguished it?
Would have extinguished it.
Good,
Any torches
good catch. Okay. So you guys can't even see this thing now.
So it's dark. So maybe that explains why I missed Sacred Flame.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Then Amere is going to cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
So Amere is going to take Dancing Lights, and he's going to mold it into a tall, spindly person.
Oh. That's me.
That moves forward.
Okay. The room is illuminated. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, he's going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay, so you're 10 feet from this thing, and now it is Octavius' turn.
Octavius is going to try to walk alongside his light image.
Okay, you do
and
so.
Be like.
It moves a little faster than you, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna kind of strut with it and try to make an illusion and be like, "We are more powerful than you would imagine." And I don't know why he sounds like that.
Excuse me, I had something in my throat.
We are clearly more powerful. We're more powerful than you could ever imagine. And he's gonna walk up. He's just gonna walk with it as close as he can get to the creature.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his turn. Dashing.
Another dodge action. Amere, your turn.
Amere is gonna go up and hack on it now.
Okay.
It's gonna
free me from my bonds. Let me kill you both.
Oh right, if we hit it. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, sweet.
I'm coming for you.
Oh man, 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So your longsword cuts into the fabric of these bandages, and it lets out a shrill Octavius, your turn.
Octavius is going to get ready to do his standard book attack, and he's just gonna die, and he's gonna cast inflict wounds as a level 2 spell. Book flares in red.
All right.
Brook Shields just bites at him, and
give me the melee spell attack.
He's got to make a.
You've got to make a melee spell attack.
He's got to make an AC. No. That's a.
What
5.
did you say? You wanted to use your inspiration?
No, I don't.
All right.
It's only a 5.
All right. Inspiration lets you roll at advantage, man.
I have. Oh, that inspiration.
It's too late.
I thought you meant bardic inspiration.
I tried, but you were like, no, I don't want to cheat the system rules. Oh, you do have bardic inspiration. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's going to take us to the creature, who's now freed from its trance, no longer terrified of you, and it's going to, in fact, look at the source of its terror. I need you to make a wisdom save, Octavius.
Can I use my inspiration for this one?
Did you already roll it?
Yes.
No.
Can I use my bardic inspiration? I want to use that.
That you can.
Wait, he has to roll it, right?
Yeah. I mean, whatever you guys want. I thought that'd be cool, but if that's awful, then we can do it the other way.
5.
So 5 plus. It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
22 in all.
Okay. Yeah, you succeed.
I didn't know my wisdom saves were so good.
you feel scared of this thing for a moment. Well, wait a minute. You don't have to apply it, so you can. What is your wisdom save without the bardic inspiration?
17.
Do you want to use it with the 17?
No, I'm not
Okay.
risking it. I'm too nervous.
You still want to use the inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make it 22.
That's fine. You succeed. You feel a sense of fear wash over you, but you shake it off, and you now know that this thing is nothing to be feared, and you feel confident against it. But then it swings its mighty arms against you again for a 15 versus AC.
It's gonna miss.
Okay, great. That
Go
ends
Brook Shields.
That ends its turn. It crashes off of your shield, and Amere, you're up.
Amir is going to hack at it, two-handing his longsword.
Oh baby.
That is a 10 to hit.
Are you guys doing anything? Have you positioned yourself in any way, or are you just standing in front of this thing, swinging at it?
Standing in front of it right now.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's just in front of it. We have it cornered.
Okay, a 10 misses. You swing, it sort of catches the side of the blade and shoves your attack off. Octavius, your turn.
Okay, I am gonna try to circle around behind it. If it's
Yeah, it approached you for that last attack. You can
so that Amir and
flank
I
it.
are exactly. Amir and I have fought more than one thing before. Okay, I'm going to hit it with the book again.
Okay.
That is a 16
Versus AC.
or 19. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, it takes 4d10, 12, 13,
I thought you
14,
said it
15 damage.
I thought you were going to say it takes 40-10 damage.
40-10 damage.
What is 40-10? Is that 50? So you said 15 damage?
Or 50, whatever you want.
Well, let's do the real number. Was it 15?
15.
All right.
Yeah.
This thing looks to be in shambles. The rags have fallen to the ground. It's not in a good way. And Octavius, this thing is going to again stare at you. Give me. Oh no, it does. Well, it doesn't know that, so it stares at you. Its eyes sort of begin to glow red, but you just look at it like
I laugh in its face.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? So then it gets angry.
Oh my God,
Ooh,
rest.
It swings for a natural 1. It's swinging at you, Octavius. Give me a luck saving throw. We'll see if something awful happens to this thing.
14.
No. It just misses.
I'm still mocking it profusely. I'm rest.
Oh, yeah, you suck. Get good. Who get good now? Amere, it's your turn.
Amir's going to say, before he tries to hit it with his longsword, he's going to say, "We will be remembered in the books of history, not you." And he's going to use his inspiration.
Oh, all right.
Oh, man. That's a crit.
A crit.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. All right, roll the damage. Wait, you don't need to use the inspiration. You're already flanking it.
Oh, okay.
But it's cool.
It's cool.
Okay.
Man.
You can expend it if you want. I'm just saying that mechanically you were already at advantage, so you don't get triple advantage or double advantage or anything.
Just keep rolling d20s until we hit.
1, 2, 6, 5, 20. That one. I'm using that one.
That is 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. It takes that on the nose, or wherever you hit it, and rips off some more bandages and throws them to the ground, and that's gonna bring us to Octavius.
Oh, it's still standing, you rotten corpse. And Octavius is going to swing with his mace. For a 19 plus things.
Yeah, that'll do
21 to hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
21 to hit. He's going to apply the damage from the
Bardic Inspiration.
All
right.
You want to give me, or do I not? I don't have.
You already
it.
used it.
You already used
on
it.
Crap.
On the last one.
Well then it's a whopping 1 damage.
Oh,
Great. It takes your 1 damage on the nose and moves on. Just out of curiosity, now that I'm sitting here pondering this situation, what sort of damage is inflict wounds?
Necrotic. That's not a good sound.
Well, we'll let it stand for now. I just want you guys to know, you should be in a much more difficult situation than you are. Your DM may have made a mistake. That is going to bring us to the creature, who will turn its glare to Amere. So I need a wisdom save from you.
That is a 15.
That succeeds. You see, you peer into its deep red eyes, and you become overwhelmed with a sense of fear before managing to shake it off. During that time, the creature reaches up with its fists and brings it down on you for a 15 versus AC.
That will hit.
That's going to be 10 damage to you, 10 bludgeoning damage to you, and that ends its turn. Back to the top with you, Amere.
Amere is looking at this mummy, and he sees these bandages unfolding, and he's going to say, Octavius, hit it where it doesn't have bandages. And he's going to cast True Strike, which gives you advantage on your next attack up to 1 round.
Okay. All players or Octavius?
All players against that target.
Okay. So is that your turn, or are you doing something else?
Yes, I am also bardically inspiring Octavius. Strike it true and painfully.
And do the do. Go to your local grocery store and pick up a case of Mountain Dew, our new sponsor.
Try.
We're sponsored by no one.
Yeah, I just want to clarify that we're not sponsored by anyone. If you're listening and you happen to be the CEO of Mountain Dew, whatever, throw us a bone. We're here.
Yeah.
I like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, see? Okay, is that the end of your turn, Amere?
Yes.
Octavius, your turn.
Okay. Smacking it with a mace, inspiredly, true strikedly for 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And what is with these ones? Throwing my inspiration into the attack for a 5 damage. Oh, wait, you
Plus
rolled a...
7.
Plus 7?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
8 damage.
Okay. It's looking in a bad way. It's going to make one last effort. It glares at the light thing which is unaffected by the glare, and instead it's just going to swing wildly with its fist.
And I'm gonna Shield of Faith where whoever it's swinging at.
It's going to go for Octavius or Amere, excuse me. So Shield of Faith
is not a reaction, so I lied. I'm not going to do that.
I was going to say I think Shield is a reaction. Shield of Faith is not. So then Amere does an 18 versus AC hit.
Yes, it does.
Wouldn't have helped you anyway.
Okay, so then that's 10 bludgeoning damage, and you can see it sort of dig its claws into you this time for an additional 10 necrotic damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
All right. That is a 16.
You succeed. You feel from the tips of this creature's clawed fingers evil magic begin to penetrate your body, and you manage to shake it from yourself. You push the evil out of you, and you send the creature flying back a little ways as well. And now it's your turn.
Amere is... how far back is the creature?
It's like you just sent it maybe into Octavius, who has then pushed it away.
Okay. Amere, that blow made him like take a knee. He was sort of coughing up blood at that point. But he's gonna stand up and swing at this creature again. He is unfaltered by this.
Remember, Amere, the history books.
That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And a 9 damage.
9 damage. Great. It takes that one. Ugh. More bandages go flying to the ground. And Octavius, it's your turn.
So if I make a check against it to see if I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to speed up its demise. Is that going to take an action? Is that going to take an action, though?
Give me a luck save.
11.
Yeah, it's going to take an action.
Then he's not going to analyze it. He's just going to Sacred Flame it.
Okay. So that's a dex save.
Uh-huh.
That's a 6.
That is going to fail.
Okay.
Oh, baby. 21 radiant damage.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you kill it. Do you want to describe what that looks like?
I'm getting frustrated with it, and and I'm like, return from whence you came, and the book opens, and just a bunch of just searing radiant light flashes out of the book and hits it from head to toe.
The bandages,
it's a Kamehameha.
The bandages are consumed by the radiant light. The thing smolders into ash on the ground, and the two of you are left in this room, lit by your dancing lights, your dancing Octavius.
And
the
he's doing the robot.
The door swings open again. The what?
He's doing the robot. My Octavius.
The golem.
He's doing the golem.
There you go.
I imagine Octavius is dancing like Malzahar in League of Legends.
All right.
Got a lot of references this time.
League of Legends, if you're listening, always
Riot.
looking for
We'd
a
love
sponsor.
to. Yeah.
Riot Games.
Riot Games.
Corpse into the next room.
I look if there's any like evidence stuff or to what this thing was.
Do you want to give me a survival check?
Yeah.
You live in the desert occasionally.
Survival. So +0, so a 13.
It was a mummy.
Okay.
Probably some sort of weakened mummy. Maybe the corpse of another adventurer who was trapped in the same situation.
The lapel pin that you mentioned, can I take it?
Sure. You can take the... that's actually the only thing that's left behind in the pile of ash. Just the pile of ash with a sigil of the Sandstone Guild sitting atop it.
Well, I'll take the sigil.
All right.
I like it.
You cross the doorway into another large room with 3 giant stone pillars on the opposite side. There is seemingly no exit from this room, and upon entering, the door behind you has actually vanished. On the pillars, there are several images carved into the rock. Each pillar displays the images of a goat, a lion, an eagle, a dove, and a wolf. On the ground in front of the pillars are the words, "You cannot hope to comprehend," chiseled into the stone.
Can you go over the 4 animals again? Goat?
There's 5 animals. Goat, lion, eagle, dove, and wolf.
Okay, and they're all 5 are on each pillar?
Yes, each pillar displays all 5. It looks like
From
they probably...
top to bottom?
No, it's more of like you could rotate them to face you. Sort of like, you know in Skyrim...
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Okay. I was going Skyrim, where you have the 3 pillars or whatever, similar to that.
So it's a slot machine.
It's a slot
Got
machine. You're going to win the prize.
Ching, 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 ching. Perplonium everywhere.
Whoa! Octavius, I believe I need to rest here for a bit. And he's going to pull out his Rebecca, and he's going to say, "And with a plop, the giant hat from above will drop."
Nice.
He's going to cast Lehman's tiny hat.
Yeah.
Octavius is walking up to one of the pillars, and it's like, "Well, I don't need to rest," and he's clearly lying. He's like, "But if you need a rest, Amere, I suppose I will accompany you."
Great.
And get ready to sleep.
So the 2 of you turn in. Through the night, you hear some things that we'll talk about in the next episode.
Woo!
Whoa.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Wow, we suck at
We
combat.
are really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, so
I tried really hard.
let's talk about some metagame information here now that we're finished with the mummy. It's a CR3. You are both level 5. It should not have been very much of a struggle for you. That's partially my fault because it is resistant to non-magical weapons.
We get some Nottish steel shit in here.
We'll see. I have some things planned for you. Nottish steel is pretty tough stuff. Maybe we'll give. Yeah, I'm gonna go check. Steven's campaign, the D6 Mafia. See what level they got their Nottish steel stuff at. I think it was close to 5.
I'm hoping for a Nottish steel mace or something I'm proficient with.
Yeah, that might be good. So then, that was tough, but it's like it's a thing covered in bandages, and neither of you wanted to light a torch and just stick it into it.
Yeah, well, our torch had gone out, and then we lit the dancing lights, and I actually have no fire spells.
Well,
and that's weird.
I
You could have just lit another torch, though.
Nah.
I know, and I was kind of getting towards that with the survival roll. I was going to see if he wanted to light it on fire, but I don't know.
I thought for sure that Octavius, like his first thing that he would do in any combat situation is try to, what are you? What is this? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to attack us either. As a player, I was pretty confident it was like an illusion or something. So when it hit me, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Do you know why? Do you understand why it attacked you?
No, I thought I was doing pretty good with the puzzle. I thought if we rested, it would have led us through to the next door.
It did, but during your rest, you chose to do things.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so if we had just done nothing, it wouldn't have attacked us.
To get by scot-free, you just had to sit there and watch the door. Which
I
I feel is kind of.
I almost did that.
I wanted it to be very difficult to avoid the encounter, just because encounters, combat's sort of fun. But I think maybe in the future I'll lower the difficulty of the enemy and just demonstrate that.
I made sure we didn't do any like stressful tasks, but yeah, I almost did nothing at all. But I was like,
Oh, so you were even thinking not to do any stressful tasks?
Yeah, you were pretty. I was like, okay, so what would he enjoy? I tried to do a thing that would be leisurely. I was trying to do leisure.
Oh,
so
okay.
like that's why the book. I'm like, oh, he likes to read. He'll do that.
Okay. See, I saw that as more like studying. That's my fault then. You probably should have skipped that encounter.
Yeah.
The first puzzle.
It felt good.
The first puzzle, if you fell into the pit, there were some shadows waiting for you. You could have fought them. That might have been fun, but otherwise, you guys did pretty well with the 2 puzzles that you conquered.
Did we really solve the first puzzle?
Yep.
Oh, that was just that was more character solving it because I'm a confident douche. So I was just like, hold me, Amere. I will just walk because I'm awesome.
Zhao is blind to reality or whatever it said. The idea was that you needed to just like ignore what your eyes were telling you.
Oh, cool. I solved it really well. That I had no idea.
So that worked out nicely.
We should probably do the housekeeping.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go check out D6 Mafia. You can go to youtube.com/the D6Mafia or d6mafia.com to check out the original Threshold series that started this whole wild, wacky world that we are playing in. And they're super awesome people, so do that.
We're also available in all normal internet places. Twitter, it's at StudioLT3. Facebook.com/StudioLT3. Where else? Reddit. Reddit.com.
Go to the subreddit.
Our D&D Threshold. Contact at StudioLT3 goes right to an email to us.
Mitch, I need to get you an email so that people can email you.
Email me about Lehman's tiny hat and be like, hey, why'd you...
How it's your favorite thing ever, and it's the best thing in the world. And if you say that it's wrong, you're banned forever.
Email...
Eventually, Wizards will take our interpretation of the spell, I assume, and incorporate it into 6th edition.
Now, so you're doing the reverse where you're conflating character and player personality.
I see. Ouch.
Other than that... you guys got anything else?
By the time this is out, we probably changed podcast providers.
Yes.
If we did everything right, you shouldn't have noticed a thing besides maybe a little bit change in the style of player you're using. So, if anything is wrong, drop us a note on Twitter or anywhere, and we'll try to fix it.
Other than that, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Shade and happiness.